Hi everybody, so today I'm going to do a review of the Word of God. So this is by Humble Lamb. You can see there, these are some new Bibles that have been out for just a short time. And you can see on the packaging there the nice textured box. So really a beautiful Bible. We'll see those there in just one moment. We'll get to see all three colors. So they do have three colors. We've got the Cardinal Red Edition that has a red under gold gilding and red ribbons. And we also have the Royal Blue that has blue under gold and blue ribbons, and the Amethyst, which has a violet under gold and violet ribbons. As you can see on those tags, they all do have the same full grain goatskin cover, and they're all in the New King James translation. So very nice packaging, nice textured box. You don't feel like you're going to scratch it. On the back it does have the Humble Lamb logo in silver, and also their website down on the bottom. So very nice, classy looking packaging. I do like the way that they did their packaging on these. So they did do a great job on those. But let's get those out of the way and look at the Bibles. So every one of the Bibles comes wrapped in a really nice white paper that's textured, and each one has this little card in there. And I will put that there in case you would like to pause and read that. And then there is their warranty information down below. So all of these do have an international lifetime warranty. So that is really nice. So on our Bibles themselves, they're going to be 9 3/4 inches tall by 6.5 inches wide, and they're just 1.5 inches thick. So not a very thick Bible. We can see we do have very nice gold gilding, nice shine to it. You can already see the red art gilding on there. These covers on these are so soft. So the cover that is on these, it is a full grain goatskin. So you can see the texture of that grain. That looks really nice. It is perimeter stitched all the way around that perimeter, so nice and sewn there. And our cover on the inside liner, this is going to be a full grain calfskin. So that does have a really nice grain to that as well. So on the inside it does say full grain goatskin, and then we do have a nice gold gild line that goes all the way around that perimeter, and you can also see a good shot there of their corner work. But really nice, and the covers on the liners, I've noticed that they are a little bit different, so you can see a texture difference on this one. Has a nice bigger texture than that one. So each one of them is going to be a little bit unique. These are a handmade Bible, so these are handcrafted, which is nice. The spine on these, they have the Word of God, which I really think that is super cool. That I like. And we have NKJV, which if you're not sure, that means New King James Version. And then we have the Humble Lamb logo. We also do have these nice pronounced raised ribs on the spine. So those do look really nice. But the grain on that goatskin cover is just absolutely beautiful. They have to be probably one of the softest covers that I've seen. I mean, the cover itself just flips right open. Really nicely done. They are edge lined, so that liner is going to be tabbed up into the block. These are going to be the first print editions, so they all are going to be numbered. This one is number 15. Everybody was kind of hoping that that would be maybe on the liner of the Bible versus on this first page, but that's not a problem. We're going to have our presentation page, just real simple. It is just on a Bible paper, so it would have been probably a little nicer if it was on the thicker paper, but it's still okay. As you can see right there, right off the bat, it is laying nice and flat, so nice Smithsonian binding. So our two title pages, we're going to have the Word of God, New King James Version. Here's our copyright page. And again, these are done by Humble Lamb, so I'll put their website in the description box. So we have the Word of God by Humble Lamb. And the typeset, as you can see, is a 9-point Milo serif. These are printed and bound in China, but you would not guess it. They're very nice quality. This is one thing that I think that is awesome. So it says, "Thank you for making a difference. By buying this Bible, you have provided a free budget Bible to someone in need. To learn more, visit humblelamb.com." So I think that that is really neat that they do provide those Bibles. So with the purchase that I did, that means it blessed 6 people with Bibles. So that is awesome. We're going to have our table of contents page with, of course, all the books of the Bible and the page numbers that they're going to begin on. We do have a preface to the New King James, so if you've never read it, I definitely would recommend reading that. And then we're going to get right into the Old Testament. You can see there that beautiful red art gilding, really nicely done. And I do love it when Bibles have the gold gild line, because you can see that around that perimeter. That looks really nice. See if I can get a hold of that. So we can see already that this is going to be a single column format, and we're going to have all of our cross references on the outside of the page. They've got red. They use red and black, so we can see the red underline on Genesis. And then also our chapter numbers are going to be in red, as well as our cross-reference numbers. But it's nice that the text does not fall in the gutter, so they've got a decent size margin there. We'll get you a close-up of the 9-point Milo font. It is spaced really nice, so it is easy on the eyes. So it is very easy to read, even though I'm more of a double column format. This is actually very comfortable to read. So it is also line matched, so that's going to cut down on the ghosting. The only spots where you see any ghosting is going to be where you don't see any of the text. They've got the subheadings in a nice bold font, but everything is really readable. So you can see how clear that is. The paper in these is a 30 GSM paper. They originally were going to go with a 36, and they decided to go with a 30 because they wanted to keep this at the 1.5 inch point. So throughout this, there's going to be over 65 illustrations. These are all done by the artist Gustave Doré. So he's an artist who lived from 1832 to 1883. And so the artwork that is in this is amazing. And we're going to see that actually in the blue edition. So here is one of our 3 ribbons. We do have 3 nice ribbons. They're cut at an angle. And these here you can see, you can kind of see that's not a satin finish, but this other side is. So they are just a single satin ribbon, but they do have a decent length to them. So if you're going to use your ribbons and come to the side and lift up your pages, they will be long enough to do that. So, and I do like that they do give us 3 ribbons. I would have liked to have seen a double satin, but they're still a nice ribbon, and in the price point, I'm okay with it. So there's our red art gilding, which looks really nice. But let's go ahead and look at the other colors, and then I will show you a color example of this art gilding against a Schuyler Quintel with red, and then we'll also look at the blue against a Schuyler Quintel that has blue. Alright, so here is our amethyst, and again both the blue, the royal blue and the amethyst are both going to have white head and tail bands, but nice gold gilding on there. So very pretty, very nicely done. We've got our violet colored ribbons. So nice looking ribbons on there. The color scheme is really pretty. And this amethyst is that's just beautiful right there. So just a very pretty art gilding. Looks really nice. But the font in these is just very well done. It is a red letter edition. So we'll take a quick peek at the red letter. And it is a nice shade of red, so it's not a bright red, which I really do like. So they did do a nice job on the shade of red that they went with. So I think that looks really nice. You can see how readable that is. But very easy to read. I wasn't sure if I would like the single column, but these are actually very nice to read. Very comfortable in the hand to hold, so I do like that. They do have a concordance, so there is a 66-page concordance in the back of this. It is a 3-column format. The font in this is about a 6.5. So we've got the red lettering with the black. So does look very nice. Again, 66 pages on that. And we'll take a peek at our maps real quick. And then we will check out the artwork in this blue one. So you can already see right there the glare on that page. So this is a glossy paper. It's not a real thick cardstock, but it is a little bit thick. It's definitely thicker than the Bible paper, but it's not a cardstock, but it is shiny. But the maps are full color. They do look nice. And we are going to have 14 full color maps, so we'll just take a quick peek at those. You can see the stitching there, so nice Smithsonian binding. And we're back in the map section, and that's laying completely flat. These Bibles don't have any issue right out of the box laying flat no matter where you put them. We're going to have just another blank page there, and then we're going to have our 2 pages of the cardstock. So if you did want to write notes, you could utilize that space. And you can see the texture difference on this one here. It's probably going to be a little bit, it's a little bit more the same of the texture on that one versus the red one. But the grain on that full grain calfskin liner is very nice. So soft. Very soft cover. I'm sure that could just get rolled right up like a tortilla, but I'm definitely not going to do that. So again, there is a look at the amethyst and the art gilding. So now we will take a look at the artwork kit that's in here by Gustave Doré. So he was a prolific engraver, artist, illustrator, and sculptor, and he worked primarily as a wood and steel engraver. He produced over 100,000 sketches. Well, not, 100,000 sketches in his lifetime. So that's an average of 6 per day for each day that he lived, which is just phenomenal. So we're going to go through here and we'll look at some of his artwork. So I'll give you some close-ups, and then the other ones we probably won't get quite as close unless it's a really neat picture. So this one here is the dove sent forth from the ark. But his artwork is just awesome. You can see the different lines on there. But beautiful, beautiful artwork. So here we have Joseph makes himself known to his brethren. Just give you a quick shot on that. Yeah, the artwork is just beautiful. And you can see how nicely done this blue art gilding is. That looks really nice in there. So this is a really pretty picture, so I really do like this one here. So this is Moses coming down from Mount Sinai. Just amazing artwork that is in this. So that is one thing that really sets this Bible apart from some others as well, because there's not any premium Bibles out there that has this. So I think that is really neat. See if I can get a hold of that page. So we have David and Goliath, which that looks really nice. We've got the death of Saul. Here's our blue ribbons. So it looks like that corner's just kind of a little ski-wampus, but the gilding in these are just really pretty. There's another one, Elijah taken up to heaven in a chariot of fire. But we'll see some of these illustrations that are back here in the New Testament that are just really neat. So this one here is Daniel in the lion's den. And every one of them does have a verse by it, so I think that is really neat. And again, there's going to be over 66 of these, or over 65, they say. So this is a neat one. This is the Sermon on the Mount. Again, we've got the verse there down below. We've got the nativity. But just some beautiful, beautiful artwork. The layout of this Bible, I mean, it's just so nice. You can see that that text is not falling down into the gutter. We've got our nice red letter, all of our references, which is really nice. This one here is the Last Supper. And then we've got the martyrdom of Stephen. Got the conversion of Saul. There's Paul at Ephesus. And then we're going to have, and that's in Revelation, we've got the vision of death. But Gustave Doré was just a phenomenal artist. This one here is Babylon Fallen. Then we're going to have the New Jerusalem. But just fantastic illustrations. So I'm going to give you a look at the gilding in this one up against the gilding on a Schuyler Quintel that is also has the blue art gilding. So this is the blue under gold. So we've got our Schuyler down below, and we've got our Humble Lamb up top. So real similar shade of blue there, we can see. Again, I really do like the gold gild line, but you can see that this is more of a white paper and this has more of a cream to it. And of course this is going to have an 11-point font double column versus the 9-point single column. Now I would love to see one of these in a larger print. I think that would be absolutely awesome. Let's look at the red edition and we'll see how that art gilding on this one looks against the Schuyler. This is a Schuyler calfskin edition. And then there is our gilding. So both look very nice. I think these guys did a great job, especially on their first batch of Bibles. So I think the way that they did these, I think they look very nice for being their first time. I will also show you the cover against a preacher's Bible, because David wanted to see that, so I'll get this actually up a little bit taller to where you can see that. So this is the Steadfast Bible. So this is a preacher's Bible, and this is also in a goat skin. And so this is a little bit thinner cover than this one. You can kind of tell the way that that flops. But this one is a pebble grain, so that kind of just looks like a bed of river rock. And then this is a full grain goat skin. So again, we've got the Humble Lamb on the left and the Preacher's Bible, which is the MacArthur one by Steadfast, on the right hand side. But looks really nice the way that those are done. I'll also give you a quick shot of the grain on the goat skin. This is a Schuyler Thin Line NASB. And there is our cover difference on there. If you want to see any of the interior differences against these, let me know in the comments and I can do some additional videos. But you can see that that's definitely thinner than these. But this also is not a $200 Bible like this one or the one below it either. So you do have to kind of compare apples to apples when you're looking at premium Bibles. So it's not really fair to stick these guys up against $200 Bibles. So again, we have our amethyst. We've got our cardinal red. It looks like there was a page that I may have missed back here, and I think that was probably for the concordance, so we don't need to go back to that. So we've got our amethyst with our violet ribbons, our cardinal red with the red ribbons, and then we also have our royal blue. So head and tail bands on both the blue and amethyst are going to be white, going to be red on the red edition. But absolutely beautiful Bibles. I would definitely recommend getting one of these. So check out their website down below. All right, thanks for watching. Have a great day.